lost a rod sock. But I got it back. Yay. Here's the Link River. There's a little park. We're talking little. So we are still looking for a good fishing spot near my house. So I'm going to try two here. I'm going to see how this does. This is the shortest river in the United States. Big. Caught my sock. That's not good, huh? Bring my knife and my multi-tool. You always forget something, don't you? I'm gonna have to fry. Let's figure this out. Let's figure this out. Break out the chair. This is the way it always works out. First cast is always screwed up. Bait cut another rod sock. Backlash is baby killing. Fortunately, I found a funnel and hopefully minimize the damage. They bring a spinning reel. When you do a backlash, just pick at it a little, try to loosen it up. Loosen it up. I'm trying to get some of those loops to let go. Sometimes, depending on your backlash, it'll be harder to do. Sort of free up each line, each loop. We get the loops to be bigger, so when you pull the line off, just like a little at a time until you get all of the loops off the spool. We got it. Still got a few loops in there. It always amazes me about backlashes, how deep they can go when you really didn't cast them. And I caught it real quick. And I felt the catch. Now, put it back on the spoon. Alright, now we got it. So, now, all right. All right, so we got that done. But now we got to check our bait. And I messed it up with that. Now we're using a tube. We're using a tube. And very light tube. I'm going to go with a finesse hard bait. So we're going to go with this. View message. Hey, Coast. Yeah. All right, good. Thanks for handling that, Coast. Yeah, that was nonsense that you had there. That was nonsense. So, I really want to be at Lake of the Woods, but God, I can't get there. Really frustrating. Very frustrating, in fact. You know, we catch bass crazy up there right now. You know, we catch it every other. This one only dives about 6 inches. You know, this is a trout area. Whatever. The arms in my pocket. This isn't very deep. It's only about, maybe 3 feet deep here. Let that float. fished this section yet, so thought we'd give it a shot. Real close to my house. Took me like a minute, 2 minutes to get in. Current, you can reel this thing in really, really slow. Really slow. The current's going to give it out. It's not a bad spot. Got the name of the park. One day. Set right. 4-pound test. You gotta set the drag pretty loose. Post a short video today about us being, or the channel being featured in an article. Really nice. Got this like accordion chair here. Really nice. Add. You don't have to have a bench. I have one here. But you can just squeeze this flat. You can support my big old bottom. So this weekend I'm going to go down to Santa Maria. My sister's getting married. The younger of my two sisters. She's a spry 68. And I'll meet her fiance, husband, and it'll be nice. See my nieces, my great nieces. Don't forget to hit like. I'm going to throw out a Ned. Let's see what a Ned can do out there. Current should be able to drag it on the bottom a bit. This floating bait, this hard bait, floating real quick. So hopefully the Ned will go a little slower in the current. Stick that in my rod holder. So we got a super duper bicycle here. And ultralight. It's real heavy. Let's see what we got. I didn't bring a lot. Basically, just down the street from my house. Let's see what we got. I like that. That's smaller hook. Oh, there's a very nice tube. It's a bigger tube, but the nice thing about these beasts that are in this, these are like 10-pound trouts. These are really big. Like I said, somebody just caught a 300-pound sturgeon here, this spot, a couple months ago. I know. Isn't that wild? Isn't that wild? Never caught a sturgeon. Never caught a sturgeon. Wouldn't know what to use. Yeah, it is. Thanks, Scott. Yeah, it is. It's a nice little. This is, the rapids are right there. This is sort of like the mouth right here into a lake called Yawana. If you want to catch something one day, that's why they call it Yawana. It's a terrible lake. But yeah, it's a nice spot. Surprising. Got stuck on the rock. It's hitting rocks. We really didn't give that guy a shot, did we? We didn't give him a shot. First cast on that bait. But what did we learn? Bottom fishing sucks. That's what we learned. All right. With a smaller tube. Yeah, it was just a little tiny tube. And we'll swim it. I like to let it float. Let's see what we got. How about a spinner? Spinner I like to snap on it. Let's see the snaps I like. Use one of these, see what happens. Forgot to bring my Leatherman. So you come up to Portland in August. Oh yeah, 100%. Dang it. I can't even drive up to my lake right now and go bass fishing. God, it's not driving sucks. Well, your whole life you're mobile, and now I'm not. You know? What do you use for baits for sturgeon? Yeah, I need to get back to bait painting actually. I've been so depressed about this not driving. You know, you gotta almost be in a good mood to paint a bait, you know? And I've not been in a very good mood lately. You know? So, yeah, dang it, a lot of rocks here. I think top water is definitely going to be the trick here. I'm gonna use this too. First time in this spot. So learn a lot when you start losing baits. Yep. All right, no big deal. We'll go back. Back to top. They're just subsurface. I have a really good bait for that. I got a couple good baits for that. Got this minnow bait. Might work pretty good. It's kind of like a jerk bait. Very slow retrieve. One I painted. I pretty much use only the ones I painted. That's it. So I'm going to tie this on, and this floats. Doesn't dive very deep. It'll probably look like a little minnow. That's what it'll look like. Barbless Gamakatsu octopus. What do you put on it? Oh, you see scents. Anise, bloody tuna oil, sturgeon frame butt juice. Dude, I don't even want to know what a butt juice is. I mean, that's just nasty. Butt juice? I don't even want to know how you get butt juice. That just sounds bad. Yeah, come on. How hard is this knot? Thing is, you just can't see this line. It's so tiny. There it goes. Butt juice. Well, I wanted to get up there. So I loaned my truck to a buddy of mine, but it was acting up, my truck was. There's a power draw, electrical draw. It was killing the battery. He had it for about a month. But, so I got it back the other day, and I took it to the dealership because electrical issues is not something a regular mechanic likes to do. You just toss it out. Always do this. No, it's not sinking. Whenever you tie on something that you forgot how it works, just toss it in front of you and look at it and understand what that bait wants to do. So this bait, you have to, the current will make it work. Give it the right action once it tightens the line. So I'm just letting it float in that current. Water's probably slowing, it's about 3 miles per hour. short one. This big tree. I always hope something's hiding over here. This thing got us. This is a very slow retrieve thing. It's really slow retrieve. I mean, literally, this current probably is a little fast for it. That's what this bait does. So. It's pretty big. Right up here, we got a bunch of green herons nest in that tree there. Got a pretty bird. Messy. So tomorrow, driving down California, Santa Barbara County, / San Luis Obispo. Right away. My sister's wedding. I'm her only family, our sibling that will be there. Her kids will be there, and her grandkids will be there. Oh my goodness. The last name will be Lopez. I'm Italian with the last name Lopez. Although the last husband who passed away, Bob, his last name was Savage, so I guess Lopez is a better name than Savage. And Bob's brother didn't like his last name and changed it to Palmer. I don't understand why he did that. I think he took his wife's name. Which I guess guys can do. I guess a guy can change his name, right? His last name? I don't know. I would never do it. Because Rufino is a great last name. It's got character. A little fluency to it, you know, rhythm. Rufino. And it's like, that's just a good name. Lopez. Oh, nah. Wouldn't work. Savage, it's just a bad word. First marriage was, he was a jerk. He was German. His whole family didn't like our family because we were poor. And they just didn't like us. Which I don't get that, because my family, we're obnoxious, but we're pretty likable. She's worried I'm going to tell stories to embarrass her this weekend. She's right. But from what I understand about his family, they're very prim and proper, wealthy. So, you know, he's marrying a poor Italian girl. What do they expect? You know? I mean, you gotta get some obnoxiousness in there. Some tales to tell. And I got a lot of tales. I got a lot of tales. We're going to toss the other one out there. The other one's a yellow. It's got some yellow, some pearl red and a black back. Actually, it's beautiful. If I do say so myself. It's a beautiful lake. And again, I painted it. So no, pretty big. It's trout. Trout are not surface hitters. Well, they kind of are if you throw a fly out there. I'm not going to hit a top water bass bait. Won't hit those. Talking about being a bass fishing in the trout, you know, lack tackle. Just took my buddy out for his first sturgeon on Monday, landed a 6-footer, and taking him for his first shark Saturday. Wow, nice. Well, Slider's not very far. He's at Grants Pass, I think. Right here there was a 6-foot sturgeon caught right here, and a few months ago. So evidently we got him. He's probably not as plentiful as what you get. So this bike I got, this thing has 2 motors on it. You can get me up this hill easily. Great. Because I can't walk it. I wouldn't be able to walk it. Yeah, I need to drive again, but I'm going to see a new doctor next month, a psychologist. Because what's wrong is my brain suffers a lot of trauma, physical trauma. And now it's sort of taking it out on me. So it actually turns off some of my organs every once in a while, or my consciousness. And it does it like flipping a switch. It doesn't do it gradually. You don't have a warning. I mean, literally, I could be fishing like this. I can wake up on the ground like 5 seconds later, and that's how it works. And it happened once when I was driving my last truck, which I totaled in that accident. And I really can't take that chance. I mean, knowing it can happen, and if it does happen, I mean, legally I can drive. Morally, I think it'd be irresponsible. That's what I think. Just work a little, not let it float too far. I'm going to work a different angle here. Instead of the shoreline, we're working this way. try to put a float on it in the water. Like I said, I'm guessing it's only about 3 feet deep out there. The rapids are only 6 inches, if that. I couldn't even get past it on my raft, on my kayak, because it was kayak. Different part of the current. Be a little methodical about this. Pretty big. Oh, it is a bass. Well, that's that trout. Now, river trout, totally different. Should have brought my fly rod. Next time. I gotta learn how to cast. Frog? A little frog that was just kind of weird. Tiny thing. We have little snakes too. If I can catch a snake, I'll show you. They're harmless. We got little snakes. You don't have to swim in the water. Usually we're on the edges. Juana's got a bunch of them, but let's see here. Where is this? Black snakes. I don't know what kind of snake. Not a reptile there or whatever it is. Snake's a reptile? I don't know. fun part about a really slow retreat. It's like going 0 to 60 in a heartbeat. These are 10-pound. You got to play with your presentation for your first fish. And you got to remember what you do. So if you do get a bite, you can repeat it. So it's the faster retreat, slower retreat, stop and starts, tucks, and that pause. You want to be able to duplicate your presentation if you catch one. It's all about presentation. I don't know if I brought a ball. Let me bring them this tackle. Let's see what else I got. We can come up with something here. All right, starting to probably spawn there. Oh, you fish? I fished there yesterday? Oh, nice. Did you catch anything? And if you did, what'd you use? All right, let's see what I got. Oh, yeah. How about a mice tail? What do you think of mice tail, Robot? I have to re-rig this for a mouse tail. Should we do this one or this one? We're gonna put it on my spinning rod. Okay. We're going to take this. Torpedo weight on it. Get some weight on it. Whew, it's a little hole. A little bait. Got it though. Oh my gosh. What are the odds? This could put a bobber stopper on there. That's probably what we'll So did you catch anything here? First time doing this spot. I'd love to know. See, this is what I do. Let go of it, and then the winding just stops. Wet your line when you tie your knot. Or else you burn it. You don't want to burn your line, it just creates a weak spot. Your spit lubricates it. Okay. So what I'm going to do, put a bobber stopper on that. Come on. Oh, I shouldn't have put that on there first, shouldn't I? Probably should. Probably should. Need a hook. Part of me says, Mike, retie. should be above that. Yeah, I'll retie it. Because it needs a bobber stopper. It needs a bobber stopper. Can't see this thing. Such a little line. Little line. There it goes. I think I'm through. Aye. See? Little. I can't see squat. Just a back. I gotta put through that hole again. Okay. Right. There we go. Got it. All right, fine. Let's tie that hook on. Not trying as hard as see, when I was younger, I could see things. Not anymore. I can see squat. So you got a bobber stopper that'll keep that torpedo, bullet weight, whatever you guys want to call it. I don't know what it's real slide weight. Where I'm going all the way down to the hook. And wet this without hooking myself. No, I'm tied on. Yay for me. Could have done a paddle more knot on that. How much are you using? All right, so we got that. Mouse tail. Hey, Alejandro. There you go. So now, this. Nice thing about bobber stoppers, they slide through. And that should do okay. I hope. Let's see where it landed. Right through here. Now it floated real quick. Hope something picks it up. Another one. Tired of losing stuff over here. You guys fly fishing. That's annoying. Stuck on the rocks. I could do a Ned extra wide gap, skin hook it, let's try that. That'll make it weedless. With an extra wide gap, Ned. An extra wide gap hook is like this. So what we'll do, we're going to put a Ned on here. We're going to skin hook it, and that'll keep it from catching on the bottom. And Neds work real good for trout. At least I'm hoping. They do. I mean, in lakes. This river stuff is new to me. Terrible fishing. I really wish I could get up to the lake. One, my truck's in the shop for weeks. And two, I can't drive. If I catch a fish, should make the news. Definitely make the news. But we got good exposure this week, featured in that article. And my Lake of the Woods, you know, I advertise. They should just pay me an advertising fee. Really should. it in at an angle because we want to slide it on that little piece right there. And then we want to skin hook that, so we measure it and we're going to come in right where that shows. And see that now it's going to sit like this on the bottom. Now we're going to skin hook it. You're just dipping the tip, in the plastic is what you're doing. And that is completely weedless, It will not catch. We're not going to catch rocks. We'll bump over them, but we're not going to get stuck on them. It's a big hook, but you're a big fish. Shut up and fish. Just a little, 'cause he couldn't just shut up and always spam. I don't even know a guy named Spam or a girl, but evidently she likes to talk. Sit on my collapsible chair. And wait. Neds work. They really do. A lot of guys don't like using neds because we're just not very patient people fishing. We think we would be, but we're not. Bouncing off of rocks. Shouldn't drag this right. kid, television would turn, the stations turned off at like 2 a.m. At 10 a.m. or 2 a.m. Yeah, 10 p.m. It always put a flash signal on there. It's 10 o'clock. Do you know where your children are? That was a public service announcement that was on all our televisions. Indian, test pattern. Yeah. Bouncing off the rocks, and the tip is moving like this. You tell a big difference between a bounce and a bite. A bite is more violent. A bounce is almost rhythmic. Stuck in another rock. Skin hook. Come on, pick it. Come on. Skin hook, dude. Losing stuff over here. We got a zillion trees. Yeah. Tired of this. Really tired of losing stuff here. Let's move on. Baits is money. Well, I got a lot of nets. So I didn't bring up much here. Go top water. Because I'm tired of losing stuff. I'm going to go top water. If I get a jumper, great. If I don't, no, I won't. Hi. We're not, little baits, easier to do a paddle moment. Birds are in mating season here. Calamar nuts are really easy, but you really can't do it with a lot of stuff, Little stuff you can do with Palomar nuts because you can get it through the hole, and big baits, forget it. I have a video on how to tie a Palomar. But it's a very reliable knot. And it's pretty easy. So this is my whopper plopper popper. That's what this is. Now, I've been told we do have bass here, but my biologist buddy who does stuff. It's so cool to catch a bass right now. not going to lose this one. Up on the spot. Find a good spot near my house. It's driving me nuts. Driving me nuts. Guys, I am lost is what I am. You spend all your time at one lake, learning it, memorizing it, and I mean basically perfecting fishing on that lake. And then you can't go to that lake anymore because of your health. And look at this. This is so cool. This is a chair. So you open this up and then it collapses. Is that like the coolest thing ever? It was a really cool chair. Holds 500 pounds too. So I'm just so frustrated. That's why you don't see a whole lot lately, because I'm not in the best of moods. I need to catch fish. Find a good fishing spot. Fishing is therapy. Very important therapy. Turn that off. Okay, that's off. Turn this on. I'm gonna put this in all-wheel drive. My my bike, because that's quite a hill, and I got a big hill to go up. There you go. All-wheel drive. Hi, Mama. Hi. All right. Lean this over quite a bit. All right. I'm going to torque this up quite a bit. Right up this dirt hill right here. Yeah, you gotta love this. Like it was butter. Like it was butter.